I'm tired. How y'all doing? It's really early, I know. It's earlier than I usually stream. But I could tell that if I didn't stream now, then I was going to miss the entire day. Because I'm going to pass the fuck out once the stream is done. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Yeah, I apologize also for the sniffles. Again, I've been awake all night. And it's like, what? Wait. Poor thing. Lamau. Nah, I have PCOS-induced insomnia. It's all good. My body just said, fuck it, you're staying awake. So I stayed awake and I went to a meeting that was early in the fucking morning that I gotta do every week now. Not like it's a bad thing, but it's just kind of like, it's still really early in the morning and I'm like, ah, it's too early to be alive! Ugh. Then, like, I went to, like, sleep for, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then alarms went off and my body just went, okay, you're awake now. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Ugh, because my cat was yelling at me. Ugh. Brian had trouble getting to work, and so there's so much energy that was just bad, and I'm like, well, I'm awake now. This is great. Really staying safe in the fires? Good. Absolutely. If you are affected by the fires, please stay safe. Please, like, save. Make sure you self-care. Make sure you self-care for your family, and that includes your fur family, your pets too. Yeah, and I apologize. I'm just, ooh. I'm definitely not feeling well. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Ugh. Today just might be plan of attack. Because I didn't realize until I was loading up all of my docs. We already finished Sign. My brain just went, we gotta finish Sign's route. We gotta finish the Shapeshifter's route. But I looked over and I was reading. I'm like, oh, I already finished it. Lamau? Sign's done. We get to go to the vampire now. Oh my god. I'm excited. Oh yeah, I'm tired. You can't. Demon, if you saw my announcement, I barely had sleep. If you saw my announcements, I barely had sleep. Maybe a short stream? Yeah, just probably like a script. I'd probably work on a script and then be like, okay, that was progress. A step forward is still a step. Put one foot in front of the other. Be like, thank you. I deeply appreciate that. I know I don't sound like it, but I promise. Like, I like it when people like my voice. That means I'm doing a good job. Sleep? Who's he? Never met him. Sorry, I had bad sleep. Sorry, I had bad sleep. It's fine. It's part of my work when I work for like a million jobs. It's all good. I happily love all my jobs. It's just, life likes to punish me in a way. It's just like, oh, okay. Oh, you're not gonna get sleep today? Okay, great. I'm not gonna get sleep today? Okay, great. Fuck it, at least the projects work. I don't care. I don't care. You get yourself healthy sleep out. 100% I will. But I at least want to get one script done. I say script. And then I'll go to bed. Okay? Because that's the reason why I started the stream early. That's the reason why we're like... Because usually I stream at like 3 or 4. And I was actually planning streaming from like 3 to 6. But because I had so much bad sleep, I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep the entire day. There ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way anyone's gonna be like... ain't no way I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm gonna cancel stream. No! New year, new me. God, kill me. But also just like working on my game and all that stuff. Just join. It's all good. If you don't know what my game is, exclamation mark HOTS in chat. Exclamation mark HOTS. We're working on a game called Home on the Strange. Home on the Strange. Yeah, we're working on a game called Home on the Strange, and it's a very fun, like, casual slash... Oh, I've been nocturnal. I've always been nocturnal. HOTC, Lamau. But Home on the Strange is a casual fam management. Oh my god. The fact that I wrote that with my full fucking chest. And that's been the alert the entire time? Fuck me. Fucking kill me. But yeah, no, it's a casual farming management game. Well, casual management game with tower defense mechanics. With a big emphasis on story. Website doesn't work. Hey, can you spell it H-O-T-S instead of H-O-T-C? So yeah. Website doesn't work? What do you mean the website don't work? Ain't no way. Nope, website works. It's not on my end. Zed is not on my end. Too many people. Look at the HOTS. Yeah, right? It's called HOTS, and I love it. HOTS because there's a lot of hot characters. I mean, okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna do it. Where the fuck is it? You want to see a hot character? Look, this is a hot character we're working on today. Where is she? Where is she? Boom. Want to talk about hot characters? Look at that hot character. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Look at that hot character. Look at that hot character. Eh? Eh? Yeah? Yeah. Look at that hot character right there. That's the character we're going to be working on today. For script-wise. And yeah, she's romanceable. You can romance this girl. Hello, sexy. Hello, sailor. But yeah, this is the vampire. She is a little bit cold-blooded. She is very much, needs more muscles. All the muscles! Listen. Listen, Ben. Listen. You want muscles? Hold on. You want muscles? Hold on. Hold on. I got you, fam. Hold on. Here's one option for muscles. There you go. There's one version of muscle. I see basil emotes. I love it. Ma'am, I do weddings. Yeah, there's some muscles right there. We got muscles there. We also got some more muscles. The muscles there. We got more muscles there. We got some muscles here too. Right here. Look at that. More muscles. Look at them tight fit abs. Look at that. Look at them muscles. But you want the beefiest beefcake here? The beefiest beefcake? We have the Goliath. We have the Goliath. Jack. We have the Goliath. But this one's not romanceable, so it's kind of like, aw. There we go. Exactly. My goodness. Do we have girl beef? Technically, we have girl beef with, Vampire, as well as the antagonist, Gemma. Yeah. And also, I mean, like, more on the plumper side, we have also the Claw Mom, as well as, Flame Elemental. But yeah, we're working on Vampire today. Look at this queen. Look at this queen. Like, she would absolutely suck your blood and you would just say, thank you, may you take more. 14 of them, please. My brain. Good morning! Alright. But yeah, if you don't know what my game is, exclamation mark HOTS will bring you to a website, which explains kind of like the bare bone details. It also will bring you to a playlist. Well, hopefully there's a playlist link available. Of literally every single stream I've done in, like, the production of this game development. Because this is one game that I'm going to be, like, open about, like, hey, this is how the game is being made. There's gonna be no secrets. There's gonna be no, like, oh my god, there's a secret ending. No, you guys are gonna fucking figure it out. You guys are gonna have the development process right in front of you. I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, I did X, Y, and Z off screen. No, you all are seeing it. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Sucking blood whilst benching you. Hello, by the way. Hello! She can have my blood any day, week, month, year, time. At best, you're stuck. At worst, you suffocate. That is extremely fair. Oh, but I love my little vampire. Ivania. Nia, for short. Love it. And apparently, like, she's shipped with the werewolf, which is kind of cool. I love that. I do like that in game dev, mainly because a lot of people don't even watch the game dev, so to them it'll be a surprise. Fair enough point. So if you're here, you got to see like the behind the scenes and me working on it live. It's kind of like how I used to do the 48-hour streams of me making like Devil's Gospel and all that stuff, the Beggars Club. But yeah, so do you have any like voice claims for them? No. Well, here, well, brain. You know what? Maybe I'll just take it easy today, and I'll show you guys the voice profiles I have. So, is she inspired by the video game that made you question your session? No. No. Alright, but let me, hold on, come into my office, and we're gonna take it easy today. Instead of making a script, let me talk to you about the voice profiles I have on everyone. Hold on, straight up. That's actually a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's talk about the voice profiles real quick. Because I know there have been people who be like, when's the auditions for this happening? It's like, let me at least, like, make this happen first. Hold on. Early today. Yeah, very early today, so hold on. I also need to replace, hold on. I forgot that I gotta replace some of these images. Cause not all of them are, right. Hold on, Emil. Hold it. I'm delaying. I'm stalling. How y'all doing? But we're gonna talk about the voice profiles today, just so people know what's going on and like what I'm looking for with these characters. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not... Oh, for God's sake. Like, for God's sake! Oh, for God's sake. It's gonna make me do this way? I don't want to do it this way. I want to do it the other way. The other way's easy! Fuck! Hold on. I'm replacing art pieces. Hold on. Oh, God damn it. There we go. I'm just replacing images. Don't worry about me, guys. Don't worry about me. It would be nice. I have arrived. Welcome. Hello. I'm replacing images. Give me minutes. Because it should be easy enough now that I have the connection to it. So there we go. Then replace. That way y'all can see the designs we have in mind for these characters. The actual designs we have in mind, rather than my crappy shit. Almost there. Almost there. I'm almost there. Almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost... I can still sing while sleep deprived. Let's fucking go. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true, but you gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. I'm stalling, I swear to God, I'm doing things right. Not really. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? There it is. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'm coming through. And I'm almost there. Almost there. People don't come here from everywhere. And I'm almost there. Alright, nope. Nope. Don't know. What the... Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Maybe? This would be... what did I name her? Oh my god. I'm gonna cast a spell. Hello, hello! Hi, hold on. I swear to God, the wait's worth it. I swear to God, the wait will be worth it. Maybe. Possibly. Unless you start running away. In which... Bye! Okay. Okay. Okay, we're ready. Does the game have a good different? No, it does not. I haven't made one yet. I ain't gonna make one yet. Alright, here we go. Get in the office, now. Alright, let's talk about this real quick. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. What is happening here? There we go. Like, oh my lord, what is happening? All right. Let me zoom in. Oh my god. What you doing? There we go. Okay. Let's talk about this. Oh my god. Edition. Thank you. Let me also change that one because that one also got updated. There we go. Boop. All right, cool. All right, yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about these voice profiles real quick. That way, this would be like, hey guys, I'm informing you all that auditions haven't happened yet. They're not happening for a while. They're not going to be available for a while. But I'm not gonna be like, if you like practice or anything, I ain't gonna be like, it's like, do what you want. But these characters are not auditionable yet. And I don't even know who I have in mind. I have some of them who I know kind of what I have in mind, but like not all. Yeah. Love your friends. Thank you so much. Deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much. But okay. So, Cure of the Kind. Obviously, this is our villain number 1 of 4. One of 4 villains. She is the the Himedere, like bitchy magical girl. Looks sweet, looks like a typical anime girl. Absolutely is not nice at all. She's a little bit of a bitch. Just a tiny bit of a bitch. Very much a high medium range, so all the way up here. Because obviously she's very young, very cute. Obviously still an adult, but she is like she is the face of the Holy Order, at least to like what people look up to in terms of like what is perceived as light and goodness and whatever. So we have kind of like, yeah, she's definitely the she's a popular girl in cave dramas, 100%. 100%. It was good. We're talking about my game, and we're talking about characters and my game and all that stuff. So yeah, the Secure the Kind. But yeah, like, I don't necessarily have voice matches in mind or voice claims in mind. For the, if you don't know about the game, exclamation mark HOTS. Also, I probably should change the goals. So today's goals. I'm tired. I'm tired. Today's goals. I'm tired. Dark and catty personality, 100%. I don't have any voice claims in mind, but if you guys see these characters and you kind of like have an idea of who you guys would like to hear as that, feel free. That's completely fine. It may not be them, but I mean, ain't nothing wrong with having an idea in my mind, in your mind, in anyone's mind. But yeah, she is the Lich's, the main character's youngest sister. And she's a bit of a bitch. So yeah. Got that going. And then now we have this shithead, Charles the Chivalrous. Charles the Chivalrous being not chivalrous at all. Prideful little idiot that basically wants to become the next High Paladin, but everyone gets in the way because he is literally too proud of himself, and no one really calls him out on it except for his siblings. He sleeps with a lot of people. He doesn't give a shit, and he feels like he earned all of this stuff. I wanted to give you a VTuber reference on this chat for the top one, if you want. But here's the thing: you guys can talk about who you guys like would cast and all of this stuff, but will they audition? It's not going to be like, I'm not pre-casting this. I'm not going to be like, this VTuber is going to be this voice. It's like, no, they have to audition in. So yeah, so but yeah, so Charles the Chivalrous, he's very much the younger, like, hero, anime like hero, little shithead, that's absolutely too big for his britches, essentially. But yeah, so if I say the reference, it's up to you. It's up to you. You go for it. I ain't gonna judge. I ain't gonna judge. Charles the shithead. Exactly. Charles the chivalrous, or Charles the shithead. But yeah, very much a prideful idiot. He is the second villain that you'll be facing. Because, you know, your younger brother's just an asshole. Then of course we have Filimon the Pious, the one mildly redeemable sibling the Lich has. I'm dying. Ugh. But yeah, Filimon the Pious. We love Filimon here because he is very much a sweetheart. He actually does believe in the light. He does believe in goodness. He actually genuinely, like, holds high regard to the light and all of that stuff in the Holy Order. But he doesn't necessarily find himself to be a champion of sorts. He finds himself to be, like, he is just blessed with an ability beyond his siblings and also beyond the other priests. So you are not allowed I'm trying not to. Yeah, this is where, like, the baritone basis comes in, because he is your older brother, and he is powerful. He is very, very powerful. He does have weaponry, but I'm trying. I am a pious man. No temptation can steer me from the wrath of God. From the path of God, sorry. He's a little bit of that character, but he's actually genuinely pious. He is not like Count Frollo. Would cry, pray, and beg. 100%. We love him, we appreciate him, but he did do wrong, so he is villain number 3. Against you, the Lich. Alright. Lastly, we have Gemma the Godly, who is the BBEG / final villain / boss of the game. She is your eldest sister, High Paladin of the Holy Order. She is a hero. She is absolutely, like, zealous. 100. She is a zealous paladin. And as we've established, the hero party that quote-unquote defeated the Lich, she was the leader of that party. She was the one who led the small band of adventurers to your base of operations and quote-unquote slew you, even though you kind of faked your death. And so she is very much a beacon on her own to be as zealous as she is. And she firmly believes that because she gave herself to the Holy Order and that she gave herself to the light, regardless of what she's done in the past, she's already made up for it and more with, like, helping the people, being High Paladin, being perfect, blah, blah, blah. You know, the all nice, zealous shits that a lot of priests and people go through. But yeah, Gemma the Godly, she is our final villain. She can do no wrong. Exactly. But yeah, so these 3 are our villains. And they are your siblings. When's the musical coming? Lamau. But yeah, alright. You ready for the romances? Are you guys ready for the romances now? Burp. Excuse me. Alright, first romance. Yeah, I want this game. I'm working on it. Alright, we have Hecate the Witch. Imagine having sibling trouble, right? We have Hecate the Witch, beautiful, charming, absolutely fantastic, charming little woman. She has a big wanderlust. She has a big sense of adventure. She has a fantastic sense of business as well. So she deals mainly with adventurers and spell components and alchemists. You don't have to look respectfully. She's right there. Let's be real here. But yeah, so she's very charming. She calls you darling. She has a pet named Chestnut, who is literally a sentient treasure chest. Not a mimic, but a sentient treasure chest. So yeah, she's very fun, and she has this side of her that's just like, I will always have home here, but I always want to go out into the world. But yeah, that's Hecate. And yes, voice acting wise, whoever she is, she has to be a black woman. She has to be a black woman. Stephen Ross with the 5 Canadian dollars. Given you originally just have Kira as priestess, But a cunt, I imagine hating it. Fair. Oh no, I seem to be in hurt need of a witch's aid. Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic. Are there any canon neurodivergent characters? I didn't necessarily. I'll be candid. I didn't necessarily write anyone with the intent to make them a stark neurodivergent character. As in like they are diagnosed as such with neurodivergency. But the writing wise, their personalities can absolutely resonate as such. So if you find something resonating in any of these characters that is very neurodivergent, I am neurodivergent, so I probably will eventually have a character that's kind of like such. But like, have fun with it. I've always said like my characters are. Every single character that I've created, none of them are solidified. You can't change them. No, I will never be like that. Even with like Seduce Me, you can change any of the boys to be girls, any race, whatever, don't care. Like, whatever you like. It's like an auditioning thing. I'm not auditioning for things yet. I'm just kind of explaining the voice types that I've had, because I'm using this as a reason to, like, keep the stream short and then go to bed, because I've only had 2 hours of sleep. So I'm just kind of, like, talking through these characters and kind of, like, what I've had in mind. There will be no auditions for these characters until, one, their designs are, like, 100% final, as in, like, no, there will be no changes to these characters, because, mind you, Demon Artie, who is in chat, did a fantastic job taking my designs and redefining taking my character design and redefining them and making them more, like, specific and adding details that I as a non-artist would not think to add. But at any point during the production, I could be like, oh, hey, let's go ahead and add more flowers in Hecate's hats. Can we make Filimon's robe more travel-worthy rather than making it a whole, like, priest garb? Because, like, shit happens in scripts. Like, I make, like, changes to the scripts, and sometimes the designs will change based on what's available and what's logical for the characters. And until we finalize the designs and everything like that, we won't be doing any casting, but this is just kind of what we had in mind. And so, but yeah. Alright. So, Alright, but yeah, Hecate, the witch, very charming, beautiful, calls you darling, has a pet, sentient chest named Chestnut. We love her. We need her in our lives. Alright. Second romance. Oh, by the way, Hecate is a romanceable character. Second romance. Darion the werewolf. He is the mayor of the town, obviously. So he's very much a responsible, very much, you're awfully brave for streaming these characters. God works fast, rule 35. Oh, you assume I don't want Rule 34 to happen? You assume I don't want it to happen? Like, these are hot characters. Like, Rule 34, the romance options, I don't care! All the romance... but that's based, honestly. Like, I don't care! Oh no! More fan art of my game! Oh god! What am I gonna do? Just don't claim them as yours. Just don't claim the characters as yours. That's all I ask. I don't care. Do it or I will. Exactly. Demon Artie, who is the character designer here, is like, do it or I will. So yeah, exactly. Like, do it. I don't care. Just don't claim them as yours. And then we're fine. If you start claiming them as yours, then we're gonna have a fucking problem. But otherwise. Anyways. Darion, the werewolf. He is very much the gentleman with a beast inside. He is the gentleman who, like, tries to do his good by his neighbors, tries to do good for his hamlet, but has a werewolf form down the line. We gotta eventually design the werewolf form. But down the line, there is a werewolf transformation where he slaughters a bunch of adventurers who are threatening his hamlet. So of course, like, he's not an innocent gentleman figure. He is the book talk werewolf that is like, I am hiding a werewolf. Not like hiding. I have a werewolf inside and sometimes it comes out. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's Darion. That's number 2 romance option. And by the way, for those of you who are new here, all the you can romance all of them. There is no, I have to pick one. No, you can romance all of them. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm writing the game on the basis of all of them are adults. All of them are polyamorous. All of them don't care. And so they all respect each other. They all like each other. There's no, like, rivalry of, like, enemies to lovers. No, fuck that. They all like each other, and they are 100% down with being in a polyamorous relationship with you, or being in a polycule. A-okay. Was Wolf being an absolute puppy with the MC? I mean, shrug. Elaborate what you mean by romance. As in, you can smooch them. Is that not what romance? You can smooch them. On the lippy lips. Like, mwah. And maybe even more if you feel like it. But, like, you could hug them and kiss them. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do with them. Alright. Do you like werewolves? Which more human face or full? Like, werewolf is full furry. Werewolf is, like, Nick Nocturne full furry. Like, full furry. Let's see. Can you handhold, though? Hey, that's lewd. Hand-holding is absolutely lewd. But yes. That's furry. Exactly. That's a pretty big furry. Alright, but yeah, that's Darion. That's the second romance you can grab. Then we have Sign the Shapeshifter. It's a they, them. Sign is a they. I said it's. What the fuck? It's 2 hours of sleep. Sign the Shapeshifter. They, them. Non-binary. Because they are a shapeshifter. They can literally shapeshift to whoever the fuck they want to be. Because that's their power. They are calm, collected. They're a little dense. They're a little dense. In the brain. You would handhold all I want with the world. Katie, I love you. But they are more on the regular business side of things. So instead of selling adventurers like potions and shit, Sign pretty much sells like the vegetables, the fruit, the produces, and all that stuff, etc., etc. Do wolves have beans? Toe beans, yes. But they try to be as calm and collected as possible because they've had to deal with so many humans and they don't really know how to, like, define themselves and all that stuff. So, yeah. But yeah. And they're a little dense. Because if you try to romance them, they don't realize you're trying to romance them until there's like, oh, you're romancing me. Oh, okay. I want very much a closer to androgynous voice for Sign. I want the player to question whether or not Sign is a guy or a girl. And the joke is they are a shapeshifter. The joke is they are a shapeshifter. That's the goal. But yeah, so that's Sign. That's the third romance you can grab. Alright. Then, of course, as I stated at the beginning of the stream, we were gonna work on Ivania's first script. Yeah, are you trying to romance me? It's working. Of course we have Ivania, who was originally the script we were gonna work on today, but because I'm very tired, we're not, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna misspell something, and I don't want to deal with raging at my keyboard. So Ivania the vampire, very cold-hearted. She is a vampire. So she pretty much claims the hamlet as her own. Because she used to be a noble, but she was chased away once people found out what she was. So she kind of monitors the hamlet for everyone as the head of security, I guess, if you want, like, the best word I can think about it. But yeah, Ivania, Nia for short. But yeah, she's also another romance character, and she's shippable with the werewolf. It's great. I might even add, like, if you polycule with some of these characters, if they actually polycule with each other, they might have some cool interactions. So, shrug. Maybe. I don't know. Depends how I feel. And then we have our fifth romance, Marquesis the Demon, aka Marcus. So Marcus the Demon, he is the blacksmith of town. He is a blacksmith in the hamlet. He pretty much is the chillest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Because he knows what he's doing. He knows what to do. He's a master of his craft. He's not afraid of, like trying out new experimentations with like his machines, his crafting, all of that stuff. Again, this would be voiced by a black man. But he is the chillest motherfucker you'll ever meet. So he. He's really cool. And he immediately picks up if you try to flirt with him. He immediately picks up if you flirt. He's a great character. I like, and he's also the guy you're probably gonna talk the most to because he's gonna have access to like upgrades for your zombies. He's gonna have upgrades for your armor. He has upgrades for like your farm. He's pretty much gonna help like build all your machines, etc., etc. Yeah, sure. He knows witchcraft just as deep. But yeah, he is fantastic, and he has a really cool tattoo. Look at the design. He's hot. He's hot. He's hot. Like him already. Dang it. And finally, the last romance you could potentially have. Michael Richardson. He was the guy who did Sheriff Bulbs and those 2 hours catching up. Yeah, that's why I'm like, this is actually a really good thing that I'm just talking about the characters and all this stuff. New year, new people coming in, new people like coming in and discovering what's going on. And then we have Armor, which is the last romance option, who is a last minute romance option because Demon already designed a lot of these characters. Well, I designed them and then Demon already took my designs and redefined them. Armor is also a non-binary. It's like they don't have a gender identity, if that makes any sense. Not necessarily non-binary because they don't even fit. Armor doesn't even fit on the scale. It doesn't even fit on the spectrum. They just are. Armor just is. So it is the armor essentially is a sentient armor piece. Basically it is the soul of a dead unknown. Because I'm going to sleep, I have a headache. I will be joining soon. Not in the same bed, Katie. But I will be joining for sleep soon. But yeah, so Armor does not speak. If there's any speech, it will be very little. Because Armor actually uses magic sign. So they actually it's going to be written in dialogue that Armor will be moving their hands a lot. So basically this is sign language, only we call it magic sign. Where Armor is able to communicate using arcane magic and their hands. No speech, no voice, no vocals. It's just they are very devoted to a being higher than them, in this case vampire, because the original summoner died. So they don't know like who they are or what they need to do and what their purpose is. It's like, purpose is that little flame that lights a fire under your ass. So yeah. And also the fun bit, you get to name them. That's fun. So Armor, you get to name them however you like. Obviously written here is like Sir Castiel. But you can name them whoever the fuck you want because that's Armor. Because Armor is going to be defined as like connected to you. So yeah, in one way, either romantic or friendship, whatever, either way. And that's all the romance options. Are they hot? They're hot. All right, how about the non-romance options? So we have Flint. We have 2 Molemen that are going to be coming around here. So first we have... Hello, my God. We have Flint the Mole. Honey, don't yell at me. Sorry, my cat's at my feet yelling at me. So we have Flint the Moleman, who is very much he is paired with his brother, who is Steel the Moleman. Yeah, so Flint is more of the businessman. And he is just gonna like, hey, so I have all these materials from the mountains and all that stuff, and I work with Demon, and I need you to help me with your zombies to go over there into the mountains to dig more materials and minerals and rocks and stuff. And so, like, part of the gameplay will be interacting with the Molemen as well as the Dryad to help them out in their endeavors, whether it be in the mountains collecting material for the Demon, or in the forest, reforesting the area with the Dryad. But yeah, Flint is the business side of it, while Steel is very much the doer, The one who actually digs the holes in the mountain. So yeah, there's Flint and there's Steel. They are brothers. They work together. They're great. We love them. The Flint's never seen me over. That's why we work well together. You are meat shields. Mind if we borrow something? We'll trade you. And it's more Mario and Luigi. You know, that's fair. That's extremely fair. But yeah, so that's kind of the vibe that we're going with. That's the vibe we're gonna go with. But yeah. All right. Then next we have Brier the Dryad. No preference on pitch for Brier because Brier could literally be anything. Brier is literally the spirit of the forest. Game genre. This is going to be a management farm sim slash. Fuck my brain. Slash tower defense. Exclamation mark HOTS in chat. But yeah, Brier here, spirit of the forest, literal spirit of the forest. So there's no preference, guy, girl, they, them, who fucking cares? Just forest, the forest. That is essentially what I'm going for. I'm going to put that in the audition doc. Is literally pitch the forest. So yeah, I am Brier. But yeah, they are more on the less empathetic side and more on the why are humans the way they are side. The voices! Exactly. They want to see humans be good, but they only see shit from the human side because the Holy Order continues to deforest the areas, continues to expand, continues to chop down trees, burn down trees, claim land, etc., etc., etc. So your mission with them is to kind of like tell them like, listen, humans are fucked. And that's the entirety of Brier's route, friendship route, is like trying to tell Brier like about the human world, especially as you used to be the BBEG, your experiences with humans, etc., etc. But that's Brier. Next we have the not romanceable Cali, the Nyakin mother, aka the cat people. She is a very motherly, very sweet mother of 3 children, 3 kittens. And she is a survivor, unfortunately. And I say that because her husband died protecting her and her children. Because the Holy Order came to their little village and ransacked the shit out of it, and while they were running, the husband stayed behind to make sure that his wife and his kids were safe. So she lives with survivor's guilt. So she has to try and manage survivor's guilt on top of taking care of her kids as well as the other children in the hamlet. And so a lot of her friendship route is going to be her trying to balance that. And it's rough, but that's why she's not romanceable. She's still mourning, and you deny is the best one. Jesus. Can we be the uncle for a kid? I mean, they do approach you in curiosity, so there is kind of that. There is that. And then we have our 3 children. So we have Emil, the firstborn, who pretty much he has to step up in place of his father to kind of help take care of his siblings. He very much looks like his father. I am the monster, rah rah rah. But yeah, so he has to try and step up. He's no more than like 12, 13 years old. He like is trying to be a man, but he knows he's not a man because he's way too young to be a man. So it's him trying to like balance still being a child with his siblings as well as like being there for his mom as like the man figure and all that stuff, the masculine figure as it were. But yeah, so and then we have Milo, the second-born. Milo is a they them. And Milo does not know where they fall because they are of the age to recognize what happened to dad. They are of the age like around like 9, like around 10 years old. And they are trying to figure out like where they belong without dad around, with mom still carrying a lot of guilt, with a sister that continues to follow mom's shadow, with a brother that's trying to be like dad. And it's like where does Milo land, and Milo doesn't know. So mind you, the kids are all together with their friendship route, because you can't just, I don't have the time to make individual paths for all the kids. So these three are tied together, as like they're trying to balance out their life while mom is kind of like grieving. Then we have the last child, Viola, who is way too young. Like she's the youngest at like 6-7 years old. She is way too young to understand what happened to Daddy, so she's wondering where Daddy is. And is trying to be the perfect woman, trying to be the perfect mom, just like mom is. She wants a perfect husband, just like her dad is. She's the princess. She is the cute little princess who very naive, very much like, where's Daddy? When is he coming soon? And all that stuff. And it's very hard. She's of that stage where it's very hard to kind of tell her what's really going on, because the mental breakdown a 7-year-old could have, knowing that one of their parents is gone, is like a dangerous time bomb. You don't know how they're gonna react. So yeah, like she is the very sweet and innocent one that doesn't know any better. Yeah. All right. Now moving away from the Yakin family, we have the Goliath. Yeah, the Goliath. Jack the Goliath. He is the animal wrangler, the animal handler in the hamlet. He has a small batch of like cows, pigs, sheep, chickens, who help provide food and produce and nourishment and benefit for the hamlet, in multiple different ways. And he has a very low bass voice. He is the wise, down to earth, gentle giant. He is respectful of the circle of life. He is respectful of animals more so than people. He is like literally gentle giant would probably be the best way to pronounce through this. Yeah, so he's the one you go to for your animals. So when you want to buy chickens, cows, sheep, pigs, then Jack is who you'll probably get to and who you'll go to. He's a very sweet guy. I like him. All right, and now we have the Haunted family. The Haunted family being a pair of humans who basically the Colt family essentially were nobles, but the Mrs. Colt, the Duchess Colt, practiced black magic. And of course the Holy Order does not like that, so they executed her and exiled her husband and her son. And so that's why they are in the hamlet as the only humans. We have Wilhelm Colt. He is trying to figure out how to deal with the loss of his wife, but also kind of understand like what was going on, what came through, like, and also how to be a father for his son, because it's not like he was not a neglectful father. It was more so of he had high responsibilities and high expectations while they were nobles. So the fact that he is now been brought to the bottom is like, how does he prepare himself as a father for Samson? Then of course you have his son, Samson Colt, who's like 15, 16 years old, probably the oldest of the children in the hamlet. Who honestly, he's like, he's still under the idea of like trying to understand what happened to his mom and why the Holy Order would do what they did to his mom. And so he's of that rebellious stage where it's just like, humans can't be trusted, no one can be trusted. He has that slight bias of like being surrounded by humans most of his life, but like he's trying to be a kid, but at the same time trying to like get ready to be an adult. So he's like in that rebellious stage that you just want to like, really, kid? Really? You really think you know the world? You really think you know the world? But yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's kind of like that vibe with Samson. Then now we have the Clocken family. We have Calhoun, the Clocken father, the bear. We have our first bear. He is of nature, like, so the Clocken family is very much the closest to nature you're gonna get other than Brier. So Calhoun, He's helping with security along with the armor and the vampire. But the thing is, like, he has the strength, but he will put his mate and his cub before anything else. So he helps out in the exchange of safety for his family, but if shit hits the fan, he will absolutely protect his family first. So I will check. Oh my god, I'm getting messages all over the place. Oh my god, why would you make the werewolf hot? Stephen, why would you make the werewolf hot? I'm not gonna show this one. This one's from me. I'll send it later. I'll show it later when I'm not so tired. Also, hi. Yeah. Bleh. It's fine. Whatever. I'm still working. All right. So Calhoun is the big bear. He's a really cool, stubborn, stoic dude. Yeah. I think I'm supposed to drink. How hot's the world? I thought it was a play. Fine. Hold on. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. You're gonna make me do this. Like, I'm fucking tired. I need a nap. And you're gonna make me do this. I need a nap. God. Hold on. Let me work on this. Hold on. Everyone hold. Hold. That's not what I wanted, but okay. There we go. There, hold. Okay, hold! Keep holding. But not forcing. Well, guess what? You forced my hand. You forced my hand. And now you must accept. You forced my hand. Alright, there you go. Whoop! There you go. Boom. Werewolf. Awoo. I've been the customer service span 3 hours. Yeah, werewolf is romanceable. The werewolf is romanceable. But there you go. He hot. You forced my hand. Such a hot ow. Exactly, awooga. My goodness. But there you go. All right. Now we have we have Calhoun's wife, not the werewolf's wife. Calhoun's wife, Jeannie. We love Jeannie. She is very much the epitome of mama bear. She is the epitome of touch my child, I will rip your fucking throat out. But she is very much a sweet teddy bear, who takes care of the children along with Inyak and mom, Cali. So she's a very big sweetheart, and we love. Oh, I'm actually getting really tired very quickly. Wake up! Alright. But yeah, she's a little more understanding than her husband is, but, like, she does, like, watch over her cub very closely. But yeah, so there's that. And then we have Corinne, the cub. Basically, Calhoun's and Jeannie's cub. So Corinne's very curious. He is very much, like, if you want to guess around his age, he's around, like, 13, 14 years old. Still kind of like on the coming up of age, where he has the best intentions, but his curiosity will always get the better of him, simply because he has been constantly moving around with his family, and he's trying to figure out, like, why are the humans keep attacking us? Why do the humans do all? It's kind of like Brier, but less negative. So if you imagine Brier being the pessimistic side, Corinne is more of the curious, positive side, where Corinne wants to try and see an understanding and always ask questions because of this. So Corinne very much is like that very cute, innocent bear that doesn't realize poachers might be pointing a gun at him. If that makes any sense of the kind of the vibe of how naive and curious Corinne is. But yeah. And then we have the last two characters who will not be having auditions because they have already been cast. Yeah, these last two characters I have cast already because they're me and my husband. In a way, not like as stupid, but as more curious. So, unlike Pinocchio, Corinne won't absolutely jump into trouble, but yeah. So we have Felth and the Mothman. who is going to be voiced by my husband. Felt for short, is Darion's right hand, who is the assistant and secretary for the Hamlet, essentially helps organize things that are happening, whether it be like needing to go to Demon for extra machines, whether it be checking in on the Hamlet citizens, etc., etc. Mothman, exactly. There's no need to feel down. There's a Mothman. But yeah, he will be voiced by my husband because he is part of what we dub the Flame Moth family. Because his wife is a flame elemental, voiced by me. So yeah, so here's the story of these two, of Wick and Felt. So Felt, was part of a tribe of Mothmen. But of course fell in love with a flame, Wick. And so every single day he saw her at the border of their kingdoms, and just constantly just sent like letters of love, whispered desires, like all of these lovely, sweet things to her. And she fell in love with him, and she would genuinely just like found him very sweet, very admirable, very charming. But she is a princess. She was going to be the next royal highness of the Flame Elemental clan. But the day of the coronation, Mothman asks her to run away with him, and she says yes. So on the run, because obviously royal princess should be queen, but is running away. They run, and because he's faster than her, she grabs her hand and runs with her, and that's why you see one of his arms is burnt, like not like to a crisp, but like it's completely like charred because of him touching an actual flame. So when they get to the Hamlet, they have this basically the question of what happens after happily ever after. This is what's happening, where they very madly love each other. They very madly wish to be together, but there's a question in both of their minds, two different questions. That is Mothman trying to figure out how he is worthy of such a woman, like a princess, a flame elemental, for God's sake, and the fact that he had the gall to touch her, and that's why he got hurt. And so it's more of like, how is he going to be worthy of her? And so his route is trying to like determine the best way to be a good husband, to be a good person without having the ability to touch her. And it's that respectful factor of like, I want to make sure she feels like she's worth everything in the world and that I am worthy of her, but I can't touch her, so I have to find ways to be able to be her husband without touching her. Wick's the opposite. Wick is very much the opposite. Wick is desperate for touch. She found his touch to be magnificent. Originally, when she was princess, she only had orange and yellow and red flames, but when he touched her, blue started to come around. Because it was the hottest flame she'd ever thought of, like it's love. That blue stuff is like the epitome of her maddening love for the Mothman. But she wants to touch him. She is very much touch depraved. She is very much like, I need to touch my husband. I need to be with my husband. So her route on the opposite spectrum of Mothman, while Mothman's like, I want to give her all of the love and respect and the praise that I can without touching her. Her route is, hey, Lich, we're gonna figure out how to turn me human so I can touch my husband. So she basically knows somewhat of a ritual to which she can have a human form, to which she can touch the Mothman, but her route is going to be helping the Lich, well, asking the Lich for help, and also helping the Lich gather the materials needed so she can have her human form. And then, let me actually, like, bring out her human form, because I fucking can. Let me go ahead and add the picture. Because she does have a human form. We've designed the human form. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Shrink. Shrink. We love high quality images! We love it! Alright, there we go. Yeah, so, that's her. In her human form. Yeah, and so, yeah. We love high quality images. But yeah, so I love, yeah, she, like, the Flame Moth family is very much a love quest. Where, because I realized that having everyone have some sort of tragic backstory or have some sort of, like, deep backstory is kind of hard to kind of handle. So Flame Moth family is very much the kind of step away of like, oh, there's a side story that doesn't necessarily have to do with the fact that they live in a hamlet. They are very much happy to be in the hamlet. Like the Flame Elemental Wick works with the demon in the blacksmith forge and providing the fire for his forge. So it's just like Wick in her human form. Exactly, that's Wick in her human form. That eventually will be developed for the ability to be able to touch felt. But yeah, so yeah. That's that. Any questions? Well, yeah, these two already been cast as me and my husband, so yeah. Hot. I love her, so she's so cute. Love her. I love it. I love it. Look at these little stupid cutie patooties. Why are you going to be quiet with that storyline? Because I can. When do auditions go up? When I finish the story and when we finalize the designs. Because we're still working, like, hold on. Hold on. Just so, because a lot of people are new here. So let me first do this. This. Then. Why do you like our tears? Because they're tasty. Your tears are tasty, y'all. I'm sorry. I have to be the one to say it. Your tears are tasty. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, here we go. So. Alright. So. I thought they'd be salty. I'm a diabetic. Of course I like salt. How do you, with the knowledge you could be creating a person's special interest or that a DID person can interject with your... That's fine. As a writer, I thought that's scary. I see no issues with this. As a creative mind, I find it very humbling and very honored. That makes me feel honored if someone finds a connection with a character. But yeah. So I see no issues with this because if they feel so connected to a character that they like really emanate it, then as long as they're not saying, "Oh, they like this character's mine," like it's not Michaela, it's my character. It's like, no, back the fuck up. But there is a beauty in having a character that people can resonate with, whether it be in tragedy, in comedy, in spiritual essence and resonance, etc., etc. If I fuck up and become controversial, that's not on you. And at that point, don't consider yourself controversial. If you consider yourself controversial, then you should stop and figure out why. Writing stories is not meant to be controversial. Period. So, I already had you know who I'm. This is like it's one of those things where write what you want to write. Don't let anyone deem it to be bad or good or whatever. You write what you want to write. Is there any requirement just in general for hold on, I'm gonna also scroll back up so I can read. When do auditions go up? When I finalize designs. We haven't finalized all the designs because I'm about to explain why in a second. And yes, there will be open auditions. Purely because with these open auditions, I want people to be able to talk to each other about it. And because I'm already public about this game, it's not like it's a secret project that I'm only having my roster like audition for. These will be open because I've been in development with this for a while. These characters are very well known. Will be very well known by this point, by the audition point. So we won't be able to finalize the designs until a couple of things happen. So we have to finish up the relationship routes, which we've already done. So we've done the shapeshifter one. Yay. So we only have to do vampire, demon, and armor next for relationship routes, which is fantastic. Which is great. Very easy, very easy. Then we have to do the friendly routes for like the mole man, the dryad, the mom, the kids, the Goliath, the father, the son, the dad, the mom, the kid, the mothman, and the fire elemental. So we gotta do all of these routes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 routes. We have to do 15 relationship routes, whether it be romantic or friendly. So that's gonna be fun. Sorry. Pardon. Then, of course, we have the daily dialogue. Like, if you go up to them and be like, hey, what's up, bitches? Like, what they're gonna say when you approach them and talk to them and all that stuff. Hey! Love that emote. We love that emote. Ross, we love Ross. But yeah, so we gotta go up to them and be like, how are they gonna feel and all that stuff. Each citizen's gonna have like 10, maybe 20 bits of daily dialogues, whether it be like, how's the weather going? How do I feel? Oh, did you hear about XYZ? Yeah, then of course we're gonna have the relationship alternates, where they talk to you in adoring fashion, whether it be like calling you darling or having that relation, like having special dialogue that lets you know, like, yeah, they're yours. You got him. Like that they are your hubby or your wifey or your partner and whatever. Yeah. Then of course Mom and Pop, because we can't forget Mom and Pop, the bouncing skulls that you have on your farm that help monitor the zombies and all that stuff. They're gonna have some farming advice, because obviously we always need farming advice. Random family bits support, like you go sweetheart, you go sugar cube and all that stuff, and them being very supportive of you in your life as a lich and your life in raising up zombies. Then of course we're gonna have some zombie dialogue, which literally it's just 20 or 30 variations of things of like nature. Things of that nature. Fucking hell. I am tired! And then, of course, when you fight your siblings, and if you turn them into zombies rather than kill them, they have to have some communication with you, because they still can communicate to a degree with you, but they're obviously under a thrall to which they have to obey, in a way. So, yeah. Then, of course, the endgame script, where if you 100% the farm, which is basically level up all of your crops, level up all of your animals, sell all the stuff, and make all the machines, and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so, and then, of course, the 100% the hamlet, where you make sure you're friends with all the people in the hamlet, whether it be friendly or romantic, whatever, you are friends with everyone in the hamlet. These two have different, like, hey, surprise, you did it, yay, thanks for being our friend. And then, of course, because I want there to be a either end point or not end point. Yeah, of course. But sorry, I'm trying to wake up. At the end, you are either going to choose to end the game, by which the hamlet citizens will find the ruins of a castle, and using magic, you recreate the castle and you restart your journey to become the big bad evil guy or girl or whatever of the land to try and fight back against the Holy Order. Or you just go in endless mode and be like, I just want to farm for the rest of my days, and you just go into endless mode and all of that stuff, and you can just endlessly farm until your heart's content. So yeah. So until we get all these done, I don't know if the designs are final. Will there be age requirement in auditioning for any characters? I would like it to be all 18 plus, because we are dealing with a lot of things. Signing on children actors, signing on anyone under the age of 18 will require parental consent. And that's basically just another line that you have to just add to a contract. Because it's just like, hey, parents, just so you know, X, Y, and Z are involved in this game. You want your kid to be involved? And it's basically just gaining the permission from them, so that way they know, like, what your kid is getting involved with. Sorry, kids, you can't audition without your mommy and daddy's permission. And if I say you're a kid, it's because you have a either a 0 or a 1 in the first digit of your 2-digit age. If you are 20 and older, you are an adult in my eyes. Otherwise, even 18, 19, but that's legally... No, it's not! You're a child! I mean, obviously, if you're 18 or 19, you won't have to have your parents' permission. But in my eyes, you're a child. But anyways. Yeah, until these are done, shrug. Sexy sub with the 5 gifted subs. Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Deeply appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the gifted subs. Really appreciate it. I don't think calling Restoration of a Castle and doing mass assault charges, I'll play it. Lamau. But thank you so much. Deeply appreciate it. This game deals with Moida. I doubt any kids will play it. I mean, question mark. Oh my goodness. Alright, then of course, once we finalize the designs, not only will we be starting like the audition process, and whatever turning 20 this year, I don't even know when we're gonna have all these auditions. I don't know when I'm gonna get these scripts done, so I don't even know when these auditions are gonna happen. I am a singular person writing all of this stuff, while Demon Artie is literally banging on my door, being like, let me draw for you! And I'm just like, hold on, wait, I'm in the middle of writing a script, hold on! Me panicking while my door is getting kicked in. So I don't know how long the script's gonna take. I don't know when the designs are gonna be finalized, and I don't know when the auditions are happening. Hope your day's going well. Thank you so much, deeply appreciate it. It's going pretty good. I'm tired, so after this I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. Do I not exist? I'd play the shit out of this game when I was 16. Listen, don't tell me your age. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. And as long as your parents are okay, I'm not your mom. Oh my god, start with 5 gifted subs in Twitch. Holy crap, thank you so much. Deeply appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on. But thank you so much, deeply. Oh my god. Guys, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, so, you guys are awesome. But then after we finish all these scripts, obviously we have to get ready for programming, and that means making temp art assets. So basically temporary art assets for like the sprites and all of that stuff. The zombies, which is gonna be a pain in the ass because of the customizable assets, because who doesn't want a zombie with a big cowboy hat and plaid shirt? Or, like, a bucket on their head and maybe, like, some overalls? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not the judge of your life. So, who doesn't like that? Everyone who programs the custom abilities. That's who doesn't like it. But yeah, and of course, everything else, because you're gonna have, like, your hellhounds, which, by the way, are petable 100%. So, there's that. I will draw hot zombie in cowboy hat. Who doesn't want a zombie with a monkey tail? Who doesn't want a zombie with XYZ? What's the point of farmer zombies if they can't yeehaw? That's extremely fair point. Extremely fair point. So we got that. Of course, we have the farm animals. Basically, all of these are just going to be placeholders. I'm going to draw them. They're going to be placeholders, so that way I can go up to an artist and be like, hey! Here's some money. Draw me this, and then when they draw me this, I can just plug it in when I program the game. Because obviously, I got to program the game. We gotta get the VN sprites, which is gonna be like. Hold on, I'll show you kind of what I have in mind for that. Because I do have concept of how I want it to look. Oh my lord. There we go. Why am I singing the hat dance? But yeah, so something kind of like this, where it's gonna have the little sprites right there, and the background and the map and all that crap and blah blah blah. And then you have the dialogue between the 2 sprites and the dialogue box and blah blah blah. My wife, blah blah blah. My son, God, why did you abandon me? So something kind of like that, where the sprites, like the lich is always gonna be on the left. Every other character is going to be on the right, because that's how that works. And of course, whatever sprite is going to be used is going to have the profile pic, etc., etc. Boop. That's my money's video. Thank you very much. I deeply appreciate it. Then of course we have the maps, like for example, like the farm, the hamlet, 5 variations of woods, and then we have backdrops for the omniscient. That's the word. omniscient view into the Holy Order and the villains, like the Cathedral Hall, a hallway, a bedroom, an in-room, a town plaza, etc., etc. We have CGs because obviously you should be rewarded when you talk to the people in the hamlet and romance people in the hamlet. So there's 2 per romance and 1 per friend, which is great. The very respectable individual, also the Castlevania vibes. Lamau. And then, of course, we have the entirety of the GUI, which a lot of people don't realize a lot of GUI goes involved. So there's, like, the dialogue box, the choice buttons, the main menu, the settings menu, the load and save menu, the gallery menu, the credits menu, the pause menu, which has, like, your inventory, trackers, task list, settings menu, save, load, and exits, your zombie summoning menu, the name input, the farm assignments, the upgrades, people, upgrades, the mailbox menu, where you get your letters for all your quests and all that stuff, the store shopping menu, the moment and dry assignment menu, because, you know, you gotta send out your zombies to help them and their shit, the confirmation menu, the notification, the calendar, the profits, the game over screen, and then the logo, which I still have to get. I still have to get the logo. But yeah, so there's a lot we have to do. This is not like we must do this before the end of the year. It's like we gotta do a lot of. I like all laughing together between. So thank you so much. But yeah, that's a lot we gotta do before we even consider anything else. And mind you, all of this will probably be sketched out and designed before we get actual, like, hard-in paid artists for this project. As in, like, I knock on their door and be like, hey, do you want to work with me? Because by then we'll have opened up a Patreon. We'll have opened up for funding for this project. We're not going to use a Patreon. We're not going to use a Kickstarter. We're not going to use a GoFundMe. We're not going to use an Indiegogo. None like that. This Patreon will be exclusively for raising funds for Home on the Strange. And there's going to be a lot of money involved because every artist has their own rate, and I want to respect every artist's rate. Every voice actor is going to be based on whether or not I can pay for partial or full. I gotta get a composer in case Brian is not available. I gotta get a sound designer. I have some friends who might like be into sound design. I also have some sound design experience. I might just do that on my own to save money. But regardless, I have a lot of things that I gotta do. But that's all of that stuff is all the hiring people stuff has got to happen after I do all of this stuff. Because obviously I don't want to walk up to an artist and be like, hey, draw me a thing. What do you want me to draw? I don't know, just draw me a thing. I don't want to be that kind of a person. Where it's like, I know I want to walk up to them with an idea of kind of what I want, like sketch and all that stuff to kind of like accentuate, like, for example, like the GUI, like how I want the GUI to look. Like, can you make this look not like shit? Essentially, that's gonna be, can you make my design, like, for example, me with Demon Arty grabbing my designs and me just going, can you make sure it doesn't look like shit? And then he was like, fucking bet. And now the characters are hot. So there you go. But yeah. So, yeah, we have a lot to do. Hi, I'm tired. We're actually about to wrap up here and end because I'm fading like hard. Brain my. But yeah, we have a bunch of things we gotta do. It'll be a nice break to get away from my keyboard. Once I finish writing the scripts, or at least the drafts of the scripts, until we figure like maybe we change the script or something like that down the line. Who knows? I'm not one to really change scripts, but I mean, if it's really shit, then we will. And then of course, for some reason my caps lock button was up. Then of course, when we get to the temp art assets, I will be pulling up Clip Studio Paint and sketching out everything I want. Sketching out all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my brain just went blank. I think it's time for me to go sleep. It's time for me to go to sleep, guys! I'm sorry. I'm really tired. Okay. I'm gonna go hunk shoe. Alright, but thanks everyone for joining me. I deeply appreciate you being here. Next week, we're gonna start Vampire Route. Next week, we're going to start the Vampire Route. Push come to shove, we're starting the Vampire Route. And why the hell is my Stream Deck not working? Seriously? 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 Wake the fuck up. I know I'm sleepy. You don't get to be sleepy. Steve, you don't get to be sleepy. Fuck you. All right. So I'm gonna send you over to an artist that I deeply respect and deeply appreciate. So I'm gonna send you all to Zombie Guts. Zombie Guts made my emotes that you see in both chats. But yeah. So you all are awesome. Thank you everyone for coming. Have wonderful sweet dreams, and I will see you all next time. Love you all.